Hi, Heather again. There was that weird pause at the beginning and I never sure when I should start. But anyway, this is Heather, and just to recap, I started when I see my high point weight was 380 or thereabouts, because I didn't have a scale to really test myself on, and I'm 5'11", and when I went into surgery I was 351, and I am now, today is the 18th of November. I had my surgery on October the 31st, on Halloween. So it's 18 days since my surgery, and I am now at 335, 336, somewhere in there. It's going fairly fast. I have had some issues with diarrhea, but kaopectate is the solution to that, seems to be. But I thought today that I would talk to you a little bit about the food that you eat when you're on a liquid diet, so that you can have an idea. There are two liquid diets. There's the only clear liquid diet, which is only liquids that you can actually see through. So that would include something like this, which is a protein water mix. It has 5 grams of protein in it. It's not easy to find. I actually had to go online to find it, and even there it wasn't easy to find. I found it, I think, through Amazon. But just so you know, and what does it have? It has 30 calories and 5 grams of protein. So that's I drink that quite a bit. It comes in pink lemonade, and it comes in strawberry kiwi. May have other flavors, I'm not sure. I haven't found them yet, but that's something that I find quite palatable. One of the things during the clear liquids diet that you can use is something called a protein bullet. And this is the product. It comes in, I found 3 flavors. This is a lemon lime. They also come with an orange flavor and a berry flavor. There are 42 grams of protein in each one, which is huge. I mean, you only really need 90 grams of protein a day. So, 2 of these and you're pretty much done with the protein you need. Only thing is that after a while I found it's kind of hard to keep swallowing it. And I bought a lot because I thought I need it more than I seem to be. So I have a supply that will last me for a long time. If anybody needs some and wants to buy it from me, I might be interested in selling some. Another thing that would be good is this, which is called Unjury. It's another high protein item. It's actually, let's see, it's not a vegetarian or vegan thing. It's got, let's see. Well, no, wait a minute. Maybe it is. Actually, I think it is. Anyway, it's got 0 calories from fat. It's got 80 calories, and it's got 20 grams of protein. And so you can actually add this to cool soup, not to hot soup, because it curdles kind of like an egg white would, clumps up. But to a soup that's sort of room temperature or a little bit more than that, blood temperature, you could add it to that. You can also add it to cold drinks. So if and it really doesn't taste very much. It has a little bit of a flavor, but not as much as some of the other things. So it's it's quite a good thing to add to liquids if you're having trouble getting enough protein into your diet. Another thing I found, I was really craving greens, and I was worrying that I wasn't getting any vegetables. So I went out and I found this, which is greens and whey. And this is 100 calories a serving, and 20 grams of protein. And so that's another thing. You can find that in health food stores. there's a lot of protein sources for people who are vegetarian or vegan. You don't have to be getting it from animal products. Another thing that I use is the muscle milk. And what I do with this, and I also do that with another whey product, protein whey product, is I will mix this, instead of mixing it with just water, which I did in the beginning and it was fine. But after a while I wanted something a bit more than that. And so I started mixing it with milk, which was fine. But then I discovered that mixing it with coconut milk, which is only 80 calories a glass, doesn't give you much protein, only gives you one protein. But the combination of that and this is a happy flavor. And so yeah, it tastes good and gives you your protein, and helps get you up on calories as well if you're having trouble getting enough calories. And let's see, last but not least, what have I got here? Two other things, I guess. I got these at Costco, and they come in vanilla and chocolate. 30 grams of protein in one, and it's really quite a tasty protein shake. So I recommend this. Personally, well, I haven't tried the chocolate one yet, but I'm finding that chocolate has a tendency to mess up my stomach a bit, and whereas vanilla, I can add things to vanilla and change the flavor. Not that I do that very much, but I could, and still get, I get all the protein I need from it. The other thing I was going to say is this is the wrong one to be showing you because it's the sweet one. The Sobe Life Waters. They have the ones that have the white around the top. Those are 0 calorie. Actually, just after surgery, they recommend that you do use some sugary things, not just sugar-free, because you need the carbs for energy. But after that, you can go, and they have really tasty ones. There's one that's got pear in it, and there's another one that's mango, and they're really tasty. So, and they're not artificially flavored, and they're not too sweet. And that's one of the things that I found on this thing so far, is that things you get so sick of eating sweet stuff. All of these kind of things are all sweet, and after a while you're like, good God, give me something. Oh, another thing, I know what else I could tell you about. They say you can drink bouillon, and that's great. That works fine. I did a lot of that. But then I'm also cooking for my husband every day, and so I went and bought one of those pre-cooked chickens, and then after I used the meat off it, then I took the bones, and the best way to get most flavor from them is to put them on a pan, put them in a high oven. This is just the bones, no cover. Put them in a high oven, like 450 degrees, and let them bake in the oven, roast in the oven for, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes, half an hour, depends on your oven really, I suppose, until they get browned. Once they're browned, take them out, put them in a big pot, cover them with water, sort of smash them down a bit so they're not, big giant things sticking out. You have to put tons and tons of water in. Cover them with cold water and turn it on to low and let it simmer for hours, and then strain that, and then I usually add some better than bouillon chicken stock to bump it up a bit, to give it more flavor. But you're getting so much more nutrition if you do that. And so you're making your own chicken stock or chicken soup. You can add some onions that'll cook down and get really soft. Carrots will get really soft. So both of those things, if they're cut up really small, when you're in the second stage of the liquid diet, you can sort of cheat a little bit with that. And there you go. So I guess that's about it for now. Hope everybody's doing okay. I'm doing pretty darn good. Happy that I had a few days there where my weight seemed to go up and down, up and down, up and down. I was up a pound, down a pound, up a pound, down a pound, and it was like, God, am I ever going to start losing weight? But now I seem to be going again. They recommend you don't weigh yourself more than once a week. I am unable to do that. I have to weigh myself every day. So that's probably to my disadvantage. they're probably right. But there you go. So I will talk to you later. Bye.